What up, y'all? It's that time. Oh my goodness, forgot to mute the TV. It's that time. Hope y'all did your homework. I've been taking notes. Can you hear it? Paperwork. I got paperwork. Taking notes. Very excited to get into it. I need to know if y'all watched it first, though. Just cause I need to know. Wes is throwing tomatoes at me already. Whatever. Okay. I'm all set up here. Alright. So, don't F with cats. Hunting an Internet Killer. Docuseries 2019. Catch it on the Netflix. Rated R. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 69%. And it got an 8 out of 10 on IMDb. Okay? Okay. Oh, and it was the writer was Mark Lewis. I took notes. Again, you can find this docuseries on the Netflix. Yes, I said the Netflix. I need somebody tell me if you watched it. I need to know before I get to talking. Who watched it? Just me? All right, I'll be the only one to talk about it. So, the documentary series, it's a docu series. It's three parts. Each part. Oh, you know what? Let me pull up this picture before I get to running my mouth. I wanted to put this picture up so you can see what they look like. But see, I forget how to share. See, I'm like a sweet baby puppy. Wait. Here, do I do this? That's not right. That is not right at all. Let me try again. Oh, wait, that was right. Okay. 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 I wish I could get rid of this blue bar at the bottom. Unfortunately, I cannot. Boom. Can I make it? Wait, maybe I can make it like full screen. Down here. Around here. No. Alright, well. You get the point. Okay. The Chinese man's name is Jun Lin. Um, and the white man's name is Luca Magnotta. Um, Jun Lin, the Chinese man, I think was 29. This happened in 2012. Um, he was Chinese. He's the one that got murdered. Luca Magnotta on the white man on your what is that your right? The white man. He's the man who murdered him. This docu series is about that murder, but it's so much more. Hello to everyone that's here. It's so much more. Um, oh, I don't know what that means. Yeah, this man had a lot going on way before he murdered this man, Junlin. Both of these men, and it really isn't a big part of the story, but just to get it out of the way right now, in case you were wondering, they were both gay. All right. Okay. I got my list. Hey, man, I got notes because I don't want to miss nothing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to y'all about each episode. I'm going to break it down and talk about each episode. There's only three, so it shouldn't take me very long. I didn't plan on being up here for many, many hours anyway. I just want to talk about movies with y'all. Okay. Yes. Okay. They met on Craigslist. This is how they met. Just for future. All right. So the documentary starts off with an episode one. Starts off with Deanna and John. These two just regular people from Facebook. Like they weren't any one in particular. They're just people on Facebook. And someone sent Deanna a message with a video that she should check out. They're like, check this video out. It's some crazy shit. Check it out. So she goes to check it out, and it is a video of a man. The video is titled "One Boy, Two Kittens," and he puts two kittens in a vacuum seal bag, vacuums all the air out, and kills them, and he uploads it, to Facebook. This sends Deanna, on a super duper desire to catch this fool, right? So Deanna finds a Facebook forum, a little group, Facebook group, dedicated to find out who made this video, right? So this is how the documentary starts. It all started with this one video that someone uploaded, on Facebook. So then they start this little Facebook group where they're dissecting this video. I mean, everything in this video you could think of: the wall socket, the picture on the wall, the song that was playing in the background. Like everything to try to find this man, right? So they got their little thing going. Turn the page. Turning page. Okay. So Deanna, you got to know this too. This is a part two. Deanna works at a casino in Vegas. John lives in L.A. John never tells us his real name. His name was in quotations the whole time. It was a fake name. Like he never, even though he showed us his face. And John, by the way, was like, man, look, he's one of those dudes. You don't ever want to get caught up. You don't want to piss him off because he's like the master hacker, and you'll fuck around and not own anything and won't have an identity anymore. Yay, John. It's a good thing he's a good guy. That's all I'm saying. It's a good thing he's one of the good guys. Okay. So he made that video. They set up the group, the researching. And then a second video. He makes a second video where he's actually playing with the dead kittens. Okay. And each one of these videos that he makes, he made a total of three. Each one of these videos, he shows himself killing kittens. They're all cryptic. There's everything means something. The background means something. The pictures on the wall mean something. They're all cryptic. They're all part of this network of fake profile pictures and accounts and fan pages. He had hundreds of them. He had created so many of these fake pages all over Facebook, and they're all of him jet setting, and he's in Paris one day, and he's all these different fan pages were like, oh my god, he's the best. They were all him. They were all fake. They were all him. He made them all up. So they got these three videos of him killing kittens. The one they don't show the actual video of him doing these things, but they show parts of it, and you could hear sound, and so you get the gist of the second video was he taped a kitten to a broomstick, and he drowned it in a tub. And the third video, he fed a kitten to a boa constrictor. He had a big snake. I think it was a boa constrictor. Maybe not a boa. It was a big yellow snake. I'm sorry. A big yellow snake that, ate the kitten. That set the group. Like I said, there were, every video that he kept posting, they kept, they're everywhere looking for this dude. But he never showed his face. Like, it would be like a side profile, or his hair would be whisked down low, and you couldn't really see his face. And then there was this man who was all of a sudden joined their Facebook group, and his name was Jamsey Crams in his ass. And the picture, the profile picture, was a picture of Luca, but with a Christmas hat on. Okay? And so he had infiltrated the group. Jamsey Crams a lot. So the group was convinced that this Jamsey person was really Luca. He was just trolling them because he was depressed and had shit else going on with his life. So he decided to troll this Facebook group for whatever reason. Well, that reason. And he, hey now, Smooty. See, I didn't want to look at the checks. I knew I would get derailed from what I was going to say. Crams a lot. Yeah, he was trolling them because whatever. So, but the Facebook group was convinced that he was really Luca, and so they found out who he really was, and they started sending like hate shit to his job and his house and his parents and all this crazy shit, and he wound up committing suicide. Yeah. But he was not Luca. He was just, a troll who trolled the wrong chat. Okay, so then all of a sudden, I think it was John. It was either John. It was either John or Deanna. One of the two got a random message confirming that Luca had hella pics, videos, fan pages, hundreds of comments and stories all over the place, over 50 accounts, over 14 countries. Like, this dude has a lot going on with his fake accounts, right? Huh, huh, me so yeah. Yeah, okay. So after Deanna and John and the other Facebook group, the story started really picking up, so the group got bigger and bigger and bigger, and more people were running off their emotions, and the group think thing like, it must be him, let's all attack. But there were still a few people that, what they did was they distanced themselves from that group, and they started like a subgroup, and there was only like 3 or 4 of them in there who were only dealing with information as opposed to emotion. So those 3 or 4 people are 2 of which we see in the documentary. Like I said, Deanna and John, right? So they're going through all these hundreds and hundreds of fan pages and images, and they're taking videos and they're breaking it down frame by frame. They're doing everything they can to try to find this dude, where he's from. Like, the vacuum that he was using was like from America, but the television show that was playing in the background was a Russian television show. And then he had like a Casablanca poster on the wall that was in French. Like, it was like hard to find it right. So they had to comb through all this stuff that they kept finding about this dude. Okay. Finally, they think that it's this guy, but they don't have any really solid evidence, any real solid evidence, and nowhere to really to send it. You know what I mean? They don't know who. They still don't know where he is. They just know who he is, but they don't know where he is. Okay. So then, on a side note, that's happened in Toronto. This is Deanna and John live in America. So while that's happening here, over to Toronto, this man calls up one of their local gossip columnists and says he has a story, and would he meet up with him to gossip. And the gossip columnist said okay, and they met at a restaurant. The gossip columnist, like I said, they're in Toronto. He recorded it. He had a little secret mic, and he recorded the conversation because he's a gossip rag. And the dude's story was that people were trying to kill him. They were harassing him. They were threatening him. They were sending him death threats and all this stuff because there was rumors going around that he was dating Karla Homolka. Now, I don't know if y'all know who Karla Homolka is. I am familiar with her, but her and her husband were serial killers together. They killed several women, raped and killed several women, one of which was her little sister. So Luca went into talked to a Toronto gossip rag, made up the story that he was dating this woman because she didn't go to prison. She got away for testifying against her husband. They gave her immunity. So he created this whole story just to tell this gossip to get some sort of attention. He was hungry for attention. He really wanted to be famous. Like, a lot. Like, really bad. Huh? So he created that whole shit. Yeah, okay. And so when, well, so while that's happening in Toronto, boom, back to America. Turn the page. Back to America, where Deanna and John are still dissecting all those videos and whatnot. Yeah, it was reaching the media, right? It was hitting the media, but no, they didn't have any real evidence to. They called the Toronto police. Wait, I'm going too fast. Once they discovered that he was in Toronto, they contacted the Toronto police, and they didn't do shit. They're like, okay, this is a weird guy with a lot of profiles. He may or may not have killed kittens. We really kind of don't care. What's up, West? Okay, wait, don't let me lose my place. Bad time. Yeah. Oh no, I lost my place. Okay, yes. Alex West is a guy, a journalist, and he gets a message, a random message. They're killing me with these random messages. A random message that of Lucas's name and his location, and he secretly records it in London. Right, he was in London. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Off to London. He's a real jet setter. Real jet setter. This guy. He really liked the movie Catch Me If You Can. Um, Later in the documentary, at the end, his mother tells his little backstory. She says that, well, she, by the way, still believes he's, innocent. She says that, because Luca grew up gay in their community, he got bullied a lot. So he didn't have any friends, and he spent most of his time in the house. And like I said, this happened in 2012. So this would have been, before then. Um, Luca was stay in the house his whole childhood and watch old black and white movies. So he really liked, Casablanca and Greta Garbo and all that old timey shit. And he even, kind of fancied his life as an adult in his mind was a movie. Like once they started dissecting these videos and his fan pages, he is constantly in a movie. And this part of his life was Catch Me If You Can. In a minute, it's about to straight up turn into Basic Instinct. Like, dude had a lot going on, and he created a lot of shit. Dude had a lot. Yeah, okay. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, okay. So after that journalist secretly recorded Luca, um, and played it on the media got a hold to it. All of a sudden, the Facebook group gets a posting of Deanna's job. Remember, I told you earlier, Deanna worked in Vegas. So all of a sudden, in the Facebook group, there was a random video that had her name on it, and it was just someone walking through the the casino that she worked. Creepy dude had a lot going on. It's some creepy shit, man. Y'all gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. All right. That's how they end episode 1. Little what this dude done, found out where she works. I don't think he actually went there. I think he probably just found a video somewhere. But it was still creepy nonetheless, right? Okay, yeah, and then episode 2. Luca, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Episode 2 starts off with John receives a message on Facebook with another video, a fourth video. And this video is called One Lunatic, One Ice Pick. That's the name of this video. And he actually uploaded it on YouTube instead of Facebook. He put it on YouTube. Um, it was a picture, a video of. They don't show the whole thing. They talk you through it and you see parts of it. But Luca had Junlin tied to a bed, and he was straddling him. And then at some point, he took the ice pick and started stabbing him in the chest repeatedly till he died. That's, yeah, the video. He uploaded it on YouTube. So now, when he did that, yes, it's about cats. Because, West, you missed the beginning. It started off with a cat video that he uploaded. I'm not going to keep going back. This is the last time. I have to keep going forward. It's about the white man. He killed the Chinese man. But it all started with a video that he uploaded on Facebook of himself killing 2 kittens in an airtight bag. That started a whole Catch Me If You Can. You gotta go watch it. Now I'm not going back. I'm pushing forward. I'm not going back in the story. I just cannot. I'm already on episode 2. What's up, Big O? Okay. Right. Okay. After he uploaded the video on YouTube of him actually killing Junlin, he the anyway after see, I gotta get out of the chat. Yeah, okay. He uploaded the video on YouTube of himself killing Junlin. Then the group that was vigilant and trying to find him, Deanna and John and others, they really started dissecting him and really trying to find him. And they were going through all of his images, all of his pictures, and they found this one picture of him standing next to this really extreme staircase. Like it's outside, not inside, like a cement, like a lot of stairs going up, like an extreme. And it was a profile of him, and he was all being extra because he's a diva. Let me tell you what these two people did to find this man's location. They took that picture, and because of the street light that was by his head, they knew that it wasn't American. So they start Googling that street light to try to figure out what country uses a street light like that. Bam! It was Canada. It was Toronto to be more specific. Toronto has these street. Wait, yeah, it was Toronto, because he was around Montreal and then Paris, Berlin, but I believe it was Toronto. The street lights. So they were able to. Okay, so Toronto. So Deanna took one part of Toronto, and John took the other part of Toronto, and I think it was Quebec. It was Quebec. Toronto? Anyway, John went down Google Maps. Deanna took Google Maps on this side of Toronto, and they walked down the street, walked down these Toronto streets, one street at a time, block for block for block, turning left and right down every street using Google Maps until they found that staircase with that street light that he took a picture by. Ooh-wee. The dedication of this group to find this man is amazing. Y'all got to go watch it. You really do. I'm not doing it justice because all you can see is, two people on your screen, one who, killed the other. So you have to actually see how they put it together, the timeline, how they go back and forth from, well, this was happening in America. Meanwhile, this is happening in Toronto. Meanwhile, the police over here are clueless. Meanwhile, his mom's over here. Don't get me started on the mom. Okay, all right. Okay, so meanwhile in America, okay, they're over there trying to find. They found the staircase. They're doing their thing over there. Okay. Meanwhile, over in Canada, a janitor finds a torso in a dumpster behind a building in a suitcase. So the cops come. They, tape off the area. Everything in the dumpster gets, examined. They found all kinds of shit in the dumpster. They found a dead dog, which he was holding. One of the video where he killed June Lin, he was real disrespectful. He even took his head. He had cut his head, arms and legs off. He took his head at one point and was in the bathtub, twirling it around, kind of like a top. And in that video, he was holding a black and white puppy. Okay. So when they found June Lin's torso in that dumpster, they also found the dead puppy. And they also found a lot of paperwork from Luca's dumbass trash, which had his own ID in it. Right? So now Toronto knows who he is. So Deanna and John are completely pissed off because they've been trying to tell Toronto. Toronto wasn't trying to hear him. Maybe if they'd have listened back when he was only killing cats, he wouldn't have killed. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. All right. So boom. Security footage from this point on has this man all over the place. Every airport he went in, every apartment, coffee shop, like they have this full post office. They have this fool all over on cams, right? All over the place. So just know you're going to see, go watch it. This fool. Okay. So then sometime later, it hits the media. They're all over in Toronto, in Canada. It's all over Canada. It makes its way here and other places. He had, it was just a torso. There was no head, no feet, no arms or legs. It was just his torso. So sometime later, the Canadian government get packages in the mail. The Conservative Party gets the feet. He sent the feet to the Conservative Party, and he sent a hand to the Liberal Party, like Trudeau. Like he sent this man's hand in a bag. Yes, he sent body parts to the government of Canada, the Canadian government. This fool. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit is crazy. So many twists and turns. This man has so much going on. So much going on. Okay, okay, where am I at? Okay, hands and feet. Okay, so now Deanna back in America, while Toronto is getting, Canada is getting body parts in the mail. They're off in America, and Deanna is going on a major hunt to find the puppy. When the puppy that he was holding when he kills Junlin, she went on a hunt. She went on Craigslist. She went all over the place. She went all over the place trying to find where he could have possibly got this puppy. She's talking to people. Man, these people are. She found where he got this puppy from. Mm-hmm. Okay, so back in Toronto, yeah, they're searching his apartment. Well, the crib he was staying in. It's all over the news. Yeah, they found his crib. Okay, boom. Then that was the end of that. So now comes episode 3. He's all over the news. He's wanted. He done killed kittens and uploaded them all over Facebook. He done killed a man and uploaded it on YouTube. He's, here, there, and everywhere. He's on all kinds of cameras. Mind you, they have him on camera. Hey, Room Shaker. They have him on camera, you know what I'm saying, going in and out of his apartment that day with Junlin. He was obviously wearing a wig. I know this picture shows a hat on Luca, and you can't really tell, but in many of the videos and pictures they have of him, he was blonde, dyed, like he bleached it himself. And his eyebrows were sometimes fierce, sometimes Diva was not working them. I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay. 3. I was saying something. I read the chat. All right, we're on episode 3. The last episode. Okay. So he's all over the place. He's wanted here, there, and everywhere. He's on the run, though. Okay. So they see him. They got him on the airport cam in Paris. And then Paris... no, wait. Okay. Canada alerted Paris that he just bought a ticket. Paris was on standby, but he managed to get there before Paris got the memo and rented a room, but he never actually stayed in the room. So they ran up in the room, but he wasn't there. And then from there, he had got a flight to Berlin. They missed him again with the air. They keep missing this fool. So eventually, he does get caught in a Berlin internet cafe. An internet cafe in Berlin. In Berlin. He went in there to check his email or whatever. Hey, Night Queen, how are you? He went in there to check his email or whatever, and the man working who worked there recognized him because he was all over the news. You know what I'm saying? For being wanted for doing this. Did you remember it, Night Queen? Did you watch the docuseries off to the Netflix? Girl, it's crazy. The twists and the turns. I'm almost done talking about it, actually. But, hold on, wait. This dude had a lot going on, man. You think y'all know something about some, y'all ain't seen no kind of troll like this troll. Yeah, this troll here. Anyway, okay, so he gets caught in the internet cafe off to Berlin, and oh shit, I lost my place. Okay, that's when they start laying into his mom a lot. Like they talk to her about his childhood, and that's what she tells us. He was bullied for being gay, and he used to sit around watching old movies, and that we all saw in many of the videos they had of him that he wanted to be an actor. So there's all these, auditions that he went on that he never got any roles because he was a failed actor. So they have a lot of, video of that. But after that didn't work out, he then became an escort, a male escort. And he was escorting with men, Avi. And this is the story that he told his mother when she asked him, why did he kill those kittens? She says that she recognized her son, sorta. She said it was a dude that looked like her son. But until she talked to him, she wasn't going to say it was him. Okay. So she did talk to him, and he told her this. First of all, he said he didn't, obviously he didn't murder June Lin. But he told his mother and the public, this is the story, he's sticking with it, that a man named Manuel Manny Lopez, Manny, everyone called him Manny, but his name was Manuel Manny Lopez, was the puppet master who he met while he was escorting and forced him to make these kitten videos to go on the dark web. Okay? He said that Manny the puppet master stalked him, harassed him, beat him up, forced him to do these things to these kittens. He would be sitting outside the apartment, calling him constantly, telling him what to do. If he didn't do it, he was going to kill his mother, all this other shit. Puppet master. Yeah, so for the dark web. Yeah, because you got to. People want to see kittens dying on the dark web. Why would they want to see that? Like it was so. When you're watching his mother, actually with a straight face, say these things, like, bitch, we all saw the videos, okay? We seen your son jet setting all over the planet, all by himself. You know what I'm saying? Bitch. Anyway, like I said, this dude, he was constantly living in a movie, whether it was Catch Me If You Can, or after they interrogated him, he went in straight up Sharon Stone. This fool thought he was Sharon Stone, okay? Crossed his legs, lit a cigarette, and everything. In the interrogation, Diva thought she was Sharon Stone, honey, okay? And it was... It was fucking hilarious. Man, I don't want to laugh at this, horrible murder, but Diva needed a sweater and everything. You hear me? Honey, please. Listen. This will, yes. Listen. You couldn't tell Diva shit, and if you watch this documentary, a lot of his videos and you know what I'm saying, little fan pages that he created about himself, some of the comments and shit was like, Diva, stop. Whew. He right, girl. He narcissist. Man, it was crazy, and it wasn't even. He didn't even really want money. It wasn't money that he wanted. He wanted fame. Like he wanted to. So a lot of these, these pictures that they noticed that he was photoshopping across all these fake troll accounts that he had. A lot of pictures would be of him in a hot tub or sitting in front of, statues or, in Paris. And they were all photoshopped. The little Facebook detectives were able, to show each one of these were the original ones were for each one of these pictures. They sent all this information to the cops. They didn't do shit, because what could they do, I guess? It was 2012. I don't know. What can they do now? I don't know. But yeah, you couldn't tell Diva nothing. So, ultimately, he was sentenced to, in December of 2014, he was sentenced to life in prison. But wait, I forgot one more important part. That was another creepy part of this shit. Listen, dude had a lot. Diva, let me tell you, Night Queen, what added to his diva ass. If he didn't think he was a diva before, they sure enough made him feel like one after. So after they interrogated him, oh wait, I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why he went into Sharon Stone mode. Now that I think about it, I rethink my whole position. That's probably why he went into Sharon Stone mode. When they caught him in Berlin at that internet cafe, they needed to extradite him back to Canada. But Germany was like, no German airline or Canadian airline would fly his ass back to Canada. No airline would do it. They're like, man, we don't want to be associated with this dude. We ain't y'all gonna have to catch a bus. I don't know how he better. I don't know how he gonna. Guess what they had to do to get this fool transported from Berlin back to Canada? The Canadian military, the Canadian military had to fly over there and pick this dude's ass up and bring him back. Okay? That is, listen to me, that is the epitome in this man's mind of diva status. You hear me? This diva was probably asking for beverages and shit, extra peanuts. Can he get a hot cloth to his forehead on this last flight, this diva flight? Whoo! I'm telling you. And then he got off the plane and went straight into the interrogation room. Oh, yes, he was straight up on Sharon Stone mode. Couldn't tell diva shit. Couldn't tell diva shit. So, but his mother, she holding on to that story. You know what I'm saying? That Manny. Oh yeah, and they even uncovered why. Well, they're I don't want to say uncovered. They're what's the word I'm looking for? Mm, they think they know why. Um, he picked the name Manny, Manuel Manny Lopez, as the puppet master. That he Ooh, I'm sorry, I gotta move this body. Y'all know it's raggedy. Ooh, if I sit in one place too long. I'm sorry, y'all. Shut up. Okay. Oh yeah, the Emmanuel Manny Lopez name. Oh yeah, and another thing, a lot of his videos and shit like that, they all had like cryptic meanings. Like the song in one video would come into play like a year from now. He even got a lawyer a year and a half before he killed June Lin. He went and got a lawyer and told this lawyer that he had been being harassed because people were Manny Lopez had him making these snuff films of animals and putting them on the dark web, and he was beating them up and shit, and he needed a lawyer. Help me, please. And that was just that. And so a year and a half later, now he killed June Lin, and the lawyer's like, holy shit, this dude was setting me up for a year and a half in the future. Like he was setting the lawyer up for a year and a half future shit. Dude had a lot going on, man. A lot going on. I'll tell you what, man. Right? I'll tell you what, man. I really think that he thought he was gonna get away with that shit, and he did. He was pretty savvy in a lot of ways, but he was too narcissistic, too vain. Vanity. That's the best word. Vanity. Vanity drove this man to do everything he did. Vanity drove this man to want to be an actor. Vanity drove this man to be a male escort. It drove him to, uploading these videos. When he couldn't get hired as an actor, no one would give him a job as being an actor. He was like, fuck it, I'm going to make my own movie then. I'm going to get famous somehow. And so he started uploading these videos, and when it got some traction, he did another one. And when it got more attention, he did another one. And then when, he infiltrated that troll guy, Jamsey, infiltrated the Facebook group, and wound up being attacked, and it turned out it wasn't him at all. He was just trolling. He committed suicide. I'm sure that fueled Luca too. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting all this traction, all this attention. You know what I'm saying? More and more attention. That vanity and that need to be famous. The more this shit came out, and he was trolling these groups, and he knew what they were saying, and he knew what he was feeding them shit even at points. Like it was a cat and mouse for real. It's a really good watch. Y'all must go watch it. If you got the time, you must go watch it. In case you didn't catch it, the white man is Luca Magnotta. He's serving life in prison in Canada. The Chinese man is June Lin, R.I.P. I believe he was 29. June Lin had moved to Toronto from China because he was gay, and he wasn't openly gay. His family didn't know, but he moved to Toronto because it was more acceptable in that community, and plus his family wasn't there, so he could be more freely to explore his sexuality without judgment or ridicule and what like that and things like that. But instead, he met this man on Craigslist, you know, and Luca drugged him and murdered him and dismembered him and sent his body parts to government officials in Canada. And it's a really good watch. It's a crazy documentary. Um, where do you watch this? It's called Don't F with Cats, and it's on Netflix. Oh, I forgot my whole rating system. I'm gonna take this picture down for a minute, y'all. My whole rating system. Only because I don't want to look at it for a minute. I mean, I have to see it because I don't, but I don't have to see it. But I'm just gonna remove it at this time. Okay. Whew. Yeah, remember I was trying to think of an emoji to whether we want to sum it up or sum it down. And oh, Night Queen, you have no idea, girl. Get you some popcorn. It's going to be hard for you to not watch all three because you have to. You just have to. But maybe you might need to take a break. Take a step back from episode one. It's it's a three-part docuseries. Each part is an hour. So if you can power through the whole 3 hours, like I did, I even rewatched it earlier today, just so it would be fresh on my mind. Um, it's a lot, man. This dude, shit. Anyway, yeah, yeah. So if you, like I said, I'm just starting with this on my channel, and this is the first one like this I'm doing. It won't always be documentaries. It'll be all kinds of movies. I even want y'all to even give me suggestions in the chat or on my community wall. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, um, I already have a few ready in case nobody wants to give me suggestions. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to post on my wall the next movie for next week. Um, the emojis, I was thinking, because it's my idea and I said so. If in the chat you have seen any movie in the future, this one or any other one, and you don't like it, give it the thumbs up, or I will give it the thumbs up. I'm totally willing to watch something that I don't like and tell you that it was ass. Like, I ain't got no problem doing that. But if it's good, I want it to be a three-tier response. You give it 3 cherry pies, or 2 cherry pies, or 1 cherry pie. I give this documentary 3 cherry pies. Let me find these cherry pies. Look, I was looking at everything the other day. I was like, what am I going to pick, man? Everything is so... I don't want to be, Oh, shit, wait. I don't want to be, pie. I don't want to be, oh, Lord, I have words. Hold on, I'm just going to stop talking until I find the damn emoji. Oh, wait, maybe that ain't cherry pie. It's a strawberry cheesecake. That's what it is. Do I got a cherry pie? Hold on, y'all. Let me go back. Let me go back. Hey, Marina. You missed. I talked about everything. I ran my mouth. I was talking, talking, talking. Oh, I didn't drop the link. I mean, I could drop the link, I guess. I really didn't think anyone would want to hit it, but I'll drop it anyway. Since nobody watched it but me. I'll go easy on y'all next time. I understand that, a 3-hour documentary about a murder is kind of aggressive coming right out the gate. Coming right out the gate. I probably should have went with like a rom-com. Paste it. Oh, boom. It's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to be apologizing, Raina. I was just. I suggest you do, because it's great. Let me go. Look at my. I'm trying to pick a. I think I want to go with the cheesecake. Um, was it just cake? I swear I had cheesecake. I mean, cherry pie. Oh, I'm typing it. Okay. Pie. That ain't cherry pie. What the fuck is that? That ain't pie. Why you? That ain't even pie. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna find something right now. I'm gonna sit here right now until I find something. I ain't moving. Can't make me. A merry-go-round. Oh, you know what I was trying to do? Also, I couldn't do. Let me try to do it right now. I couldn't do it while I was not live. Let me see if I can do it while I am live. Y'all know I'm slow. Shit. What is this? Get that crap out of here. Okay. I wanted to do this. I forgot all about it. See? Y'all just don't know. I be freaking out. I don't think it's up here. Where would it be? Nope. It just didn't save. Why? I had picked a little profile picture I wanted to put up for right now, and it was a little cartoon of a little dude sitting in a director's chair with a thing of popcorn in his lap. And it was really cute, and now I can't find it. I'm gonna find it for next time though, because I want that to be my little perma pick for now. He was so cute. He was sitting in a little director's chair with his little popcorn. All right. Anyway, y'all must go watch this. I'm telling you, it's got its twists, turns, crazy. Man. Let me. Oh, I know what I was saying too. See, I got distracted. I was thinking that I wanted to just go live on Saturdays to talk about movies, but I was thinking I could go live in the middle of the week also, maybe like Wednesday, and either I was toying with one of the two things, either talking about like just a specific director or actor or actress, like Wednesday could be Will Smith Day, whatever, and we could talk about his body of work and the his acting, not his music. You know what I'm saying? What he did, whether it was from, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air all the way to 7 pounds. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Or talk about TV shows. But my problem with talking about TV shows is I don't really watch a lot of these new TV shows. So any TV show I'll be talking about is like Seinfeld. You know what I'm saying? All in the Family. Good Times. Maybe Frasier or Will and Grace. Y'all don't want to hear about that shit. That shit's old and it don't even come out no more. Okay. The only new shows I watch are like Handmaid's Tale. I watch Snowfall. I watch ATL. That's about it. Damn it, where did everything go? Okay, wait. What's going on with me? Like, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I skedaddled all the way down past everything. I got to the bottom. What about a top hat? No top hat. Oh, that's what the problem was. Girl. Okay, that was straight. Okay. I found the food. All right. Can't be popcorn because that's too predictable, right? It's just too predictable. And pancakes, cheese. No, I don't want it to be cheesecake. Cookies. I like cookies. Boom. I give this flick or docu-series. Let me put that right there. I'm going with cookies. I like the way the chocolate chip cookie looks. I would like one. Don't F with cats. Gets 3 cookies from me. Bam. I'm sorry. Right? These TV shows are ass. There's a few. Why you say hell no, West? What you got, West? All right, West. Come on. What's up? Come on. I done talked about the movie. It's over. The documentary. I suggest y'all go watch it. I told you a lot of it about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell you everything because I probably forgot half of it. And y'all know I get nervous. I'm even actually kind of sweating. What's up, player? Tomatoes and shit. What's up? Smoking out your nostrils. What's the problem, player? What the problem is? I thought we was cool. Don't laugh. Answer the question. What's the problem? What you got smoke? Why you got smoke for Shabo? What's up? Hmm. It was really crazy, man, to see somebody, be so desperate for fame. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm an older chick. I've been desperate before, not for fame, but I've been desperate. Like really think, have you ever been desperate for something? Like really desperate for something, whether it was I don't know, money or food or a car, a loved one, like just desperate. Like you would give anything for your mother to be back. You know what I'm saying? Give anything for you to be able to buy a Porsche, like whatever your thing is, right? Desperation. This dude was desperate as fuck to be famous, man, and he went through unimaginable things no one would go through in an attempt to be famous. Like it was real intricate, man. I give his crazy ass that. Like it was real intricate and deep and layered and holy shit, really thought out. Unfortunately, if he would have maybe made a movie about something other than killing animals and a dude, he might have been good at it, maybe, but no. Diva just had to get her Sharon Stone on. He crossed his legs and everything, Night Queen. He crossed it. Diva had a sweater, honey. I'm surprised he didn't ask for a little powder for his face. Who, or a mint julep. I didn't mint just verklempt. Who, the vapors. Like, yes, that's it. That's the vibe he had. Oh, I'm getting the vapors. Like, that's diva. Yes. Total diva. Hilarious. I often wonder, how. Oh, did I ever tell y'all? Did I? I didn't. I don't think I finished. I think I got distracted. How he came up with the Manny Lopez? Did I say it? Emmanuel Manny Lopez. I didn't. How he came up with that name of the puppet master. The Emmanuel Manny Lopez that he insists was the puppet master that made him kill these kittens and film them and put them on the dark web and then kill son Jesus Junlin. So when they were the Facebook duo, I'm just going to call them a duo. When the Facebook duo were looking at some old videos he had, like I told you, everything he did was cryptic, and there might be a song in a video or a screenshot or something played in a fan page from Craigslist that you're not even hip to. It applies to some other shit he's got going on over here. Like that shit was all weird. So when the duo saw him in his interrogation and they recognized that he was totally getting a Sharon Stone on, they then went and watched the Basic Instinct movie to see if there was any clues, you know what I'm saying, in that movie that would lead them, help them. And sure enough, there's the scene, just like Luca did when he killed June Lin, the same scene that's in that movie where Sharon Stone is riding a dude and she ties him up to the bed and then she kills him with an ice pick. That's exactly what he did in the video. And then on top of that, in the actual movie, Sharon Stone is an author. She's a killer too, but she's also an author. And she's wrote a book about a guy who murdered maybe somebody murdered somebody. But there was a man in the movie named Emmanuel Manny, but it was I think it was Vasquez instead of Lopez. But also one of his troll names that he used in many of his troll accounts was her name in the movie. It was K. It was K. Trammell was the troll account that he used in I think it was one of his fanboy things. K. Trammell. And K. Trammell was her name, Sharon Stone's name in the movie. So this fool was full blown living in the damn movie. He really thought he was Sharon Stone. No, diva. And if you look at if you ever go watch this and or even maybe Google and maybe can find the interrogation or any pictures of him, you can see towards the end there how he was even trying to look like Sharon Stone. He had that low cut, dyed it blonde, had his eyebrows all. Mm-hmm. Okay, diva. You not gonna answer me, West? Why you got the smoke and why you throwing tomatoes? Y'all don't think that that would be an okay idea? Nobody chimed in. I guess y'all don't care. But I'm gonna do it anyway, whether it's me again and three of y'all or whatever. I think Wednesday though. I think I'm gonna try for just talking about individual actors or actresses. Um, Maybe somebody will come on up, chime in. That's okay. Night Queen. Like I said, I knew that coming out of the gate, this was an aggressive pick. Um, but I really enjoyed it. It's and it's on the Netflix right now before they take it away. Um, Man, it's worth the watch. It really is. If you got some time and Netflix, it's worth the watch. So if y'all want to put a suggestion of a movie you want me to do next or soon, you can do that now. If you don't, it's fine. Like I said, listen, man, I've been working all week. I know y'all been seeing me here, there, and everywhere. Every now and then I got some shit to say. But for the most part, that's none of my business, so I'm staying up out of it. But I got a whole notebook right here. I've been, y'all, can y'all hear it? Y'all hear the pages turning? Yeah, I got a few on deck. I got a few on deck. Boom. Girl, no, I do not have a job. This is my damn job, Marina. Watching movies all week. Whew, it's been rough. No, I be on grandma duty. Um, that's my job. You don't know my body ain't right. Oh. Whew. I'm gonna sit here for a minute. What do y'all? Okay, y'all don't have to pick an exact movie then. How about a genre? What's your favorite genre? Everybody, put in the chat right now if you like movies or love movies. You don't have to love them. Care for movies. What's your favorite genre? How about we'll start there instead of a specific movie? A genre. My favorite genre of movie is actually documentary. I'm sorry. That's probably why I started with one because it's my favorite. But next to that, it's comedy. Like I'm a straight up comedy chick. And I know a lot of men don't like to watch rom coms because there's like a romantic aspect to it. Men, let me tell you something. You are missing out on some quality comedy just because y'all are afraid to see some sappy shit peppered in. You're missing out on some quality comedy. All right? Men, y'all need to start watching some of these rom coms, man. I'm telling you, they be funny as hell. And then you got to watch, some couple meet girl. You know how it is. Boy meets girl. Boy disappoints girl. Girl cries. Boy makes a big production, wins girl back. The end. That's how all rom-coms go. But there's a lot of funny shit peppered in there, man. I'm telling you. Y'all should check them out. Sorry, let me see. I put my glasses back on and see what y'all talking about. Murder mysteries, see? Okay. West, you're not going to answer the question? What's your favorite genre, West? Since you got all these tomatoes of smoke for me. And you won't tell me why. Honestly, the only kind of movie I cannot watch, and I have a hard time with that genre, man. I can't, man. I just can't. Oh my god. I just really can't watch westerns, man. Like oh, they piss me off so hard, man. Like I hate them. They're so fucking boring. Now, I'm not saying I haven't seen some westerns that were really good, like The Harder They Fall. I don't know if y'all seen that. That's on the Netflix. Y'all should definitely check that out. That's great. And then like I mean, The Wild Wild West with Will Smith. That was cool. Look, I'm a fan of the Back to the Future movies. Hardcore fan, love those movies. Hated the one where they were in the Wild Wild West. Hated it. Posse and like Tombstone. Oh, I hate westerns. I hate them. All right. Oh, you did answer? I didn't even see it. Comedy. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad, Wes. I guess I got a little smoke for your ass right now. You gonna stop throwing? Do you know Wes was throwing tomatoes at me before I even hit the live button? I'm in the studio, la la la, doing my 1-2, being real Shabo like, you know. It's real Shabo in its essence. You feel me? I click on my little banners and shit. I was gonna put up the title of the movie up there instead of Hood Therapy. I was like, nah. I put the title of the movie in the title of the video. You know what I'm saying? I look over in the comment section. This motherfucking tomatoes already in my shit. Just already, I ain't even said shit yet. Already with the fucking tomatoes. See what I'm saying? That's the love you get. hmm You know what, Marina? I really, really enjoy Clint Eastwood movies now. And I enjoy quite a few of movies that he's directed. I think Clint Eastwood, Westerns, I never watched a single one. Not a single fucking one. Not a single one. You know, you see clips of him over the years, you can't help it. But I've never watched a single one. But the movies that he directs himself and stars in some, like Gran Torino, yeah, Gran Torino was a good one. There was that $1 Million Baby, that was a good one. You know, he's done some other ones that are more sappy. But yeah, Clint Eastwood's a really good director. No, I don't even know what the fuck Pale Rider is, girl. So the answer is no. I never watched that shit. I don't know what that is. It sounds like it's a western. It sounds real. I'm hearing horses clicking in the background. A little tumbleweed just blew past. Nah, I ain't watched that shit. I never even heard of that shit. Hey Bernice, how are you? Up here talking about movies. This particular movie, Bernice, I already finished talking about it, so you missed my whole spiel. But if you haven't seen Don't F with Cats, it's a three-part docu series on Netflix. It's about the murder of June Lin. You should check it out. It's a very good, very very good watch if you have time. What, Marina? What? So okay, so uh, Night Queen says she likes the crime docu crimes. West Side Rider says he likes comedies. Marina, what's your favorite genre? Bernice, what's your favorite genre of movie? Oh, and I decided that that's my rating system over here for in the future. If you like a movie, there's a three-tier system. It's cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Like I give this flick three chocolate chip cookies. All right. And if you don't like it, well, it gets the middle finger. I know, Marina. Oh my god. Oh my god, Marina, shut up, Marina. Oh, no, oh my god. Biographies, comedy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I think I might go ahead and do a comedy. I watched one yesterday. I told you it's on deck. I watched it last night. I was like, oh yeah, this was going in the book. This is going in the Bible. Suspense. Yeah, you can't beat a good who done it. I don't really care for you like the mystery good who done it. Me too, Bernice. I like a good who done it. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I don't too much care for horror movies. I had to watch them like I said before. And there are some that are, I'll watch it. I'll give it a watch. You know what I'm saying? I can't guarantee you that I'll like it or sit through the whole thing. I walked out of a movie theater on that one damn movie with the doll. It's a haunted doll. It wasn't Annabelle. It wasn't called Annabelle. It was called something else. But I think it was in that same. What was that shit called? I got up. I pointed. I looked. I was in there with three of my kids. All adults, mind you. By the way. Well, I think my youngest was still a minor, but the other two were not. I looked at my youngest son. He looked at me. I'm like, "You ready to go?" And he was like, "Bitch, I've been ready to go. Why aren't we still here?" That shit was ass. You know what? West Side Writer, MASH, was a show that was kind of forced on me in a few households that I was in, along with like Hogan's Heroes and Ponderosa, The Big Valley. Those kinds of shows were forced on me in a couple of different placements that I was in, where I wasn't able to have control over the television. And even like that Wild Wild West show, where it was like a cartoon of a man, a cowboy, in like a doorway. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, this forced on me to watch that shit. I didn't appreciate it. How much? Then I got forced to watch shit like Beretta and the Dukes of Hazzard, which, by the way, I met uh, um, Daisy Duke and Boss Hogg, and Lou Ferrigno was there also. Him and his wife. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I was forced to watch that shit. The torture, man. Right? It was my mom, Bernice. I don't go into it in my personal life, but um, in some of the places I was in, how do I say this delicately? Um, Dukes of Hazzard was the shit. West. I really enjoyed Dukes of Hazzard. I won't front. Um, the Ponderosa, it was real cheesy. But you know what? I really like Little House on the Prairie. Go on ahead and laugh. Go on ahead. Go on ahead. I really like Little House on the Prairie. I'm sorry. I really liked it. Only because I wanted somebody to fuck Nelly up. Like every week, I wanted somebody to fuck her up. Every week, I wanted to beat her ass. Somebody beat her ass. Whew. What up, Tripsy? How you doing? Beat her ass. Ooh, I hated that little girl. Yeah, but I also were in other places in placements which were more. I was in. Oh my God, I had to just say it without. It just is what it is. I was locked up in about a bunch of different places as a child, tossed around from home to home, and some of those homes were white as hell. Um, but for the bulk, the places I were in were black as hell. Jesus Christ, there it is. It was me and the black people, and I've been here since. Shit. Um, so if I was in, a space where there were black girls and not just me in a home with a white family, we watched what everybody else watched. Shit, Good Times, All in the Family. You know what I'm saying? I seen all that shit. Motherfucker, I know who Rerun is. Try to play my shit. Come on now. And listen to me, I've seen all the films too. All of them. I've seen Black Belt Jones, Sweetback, Truck Turner. I've seen all that shit. The Mac, Superfly. Oh, come on, man. I told you I love movies. I will watch I'll give any movie, unless it's a fucking Western, a go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I like it, but for me, like I said to you before in my last live stream, movies have always been an escape for me from my reality because it blew. My childhood was ass. And movies would help me escape. So they were stories, you know what I'm saying? And I just love movies. And so for me, it was like I was building up a reference in my brain. So even though, like, say, Truck Turner, or let's go Sweetback. Sweetback was a bad, terrible movie. It was a tragic movie. But it's in my wheelhouse now for Mario Van Peebles. You know what I mean? Now I have that and his father. Mario Van Peebles was a child in that movie and his father directed it. So now I got that in my wheelhouse. The movie was terrible, but it's in my wheelhouse. You feel me? That's how I look at it. That's why I give most movies a chance, just to put some shit in my wheelhouse. Yeah, Trip, I talked about the whole thing already, babe. You missed the whole thing. I'm sorry. I could talk about it a little bit, but before I do, Trip, tell me what your favorite genre of movie is. Oh, Marina, I seen all the black exploitation flicks. Oh, I told y'all I was married to a black man for a long time. Okay, before him. Listen, again, I'm in black spaces because I ain't never been nowhere else. Like I don't. There is nowhere else for me to go. I don't. Where else would I go? Uh, I'm sorry. It's Luca Magnotta. You spelled it wrong. First of all, I know a lot about Luca Magnotta. I took notes, mind you, each episode, by episode, took mad notes, knew mad details, gave them all. You gotta watch the replay trip. Listen, Marina, like I said, quick, because some of y'all don't know, you know, uh, my mother got with a black dude when I was 3. So I've been in, the black culture since I was 3. And I was taken away from my mother at 7. And from 7 to 18, I grew up in, foster care. And most of the places I was in were group homes and institutions. There was only a couple of foster homes that I was in. The foster homes that I was in were limited time, like 6 months here, a year there. The bulk of my childhood, I was with black girls. That's where I was at. I was in group homes, institutions, detention centers with black girls. That's who the fuck I grew up with. Yeah, here I am. And then when I became an adult, what was I supposed to all of a sudden start hanging with white people? I don't know no white people. I mean, I do now, but you know what I mean. Shit. All right. Boom. I know. There's investigative reports about him. Trip. I'm aware. What? Did you not watch this documentary, Tasha? It's deep, girl. Oh, it's deep. I showed y'all the pictures of them. I had it up earlier. Like I said, you're gonna have to rewind. How long have I been up here? I was shooting for an hour, so I made it. Yay! Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Okay. All right, Trip. In case you missed this part, the rating system around here is if you disliked it, you give it a middle finger. If you and this is for future, not necessarily right now, because nobody watched the shit but me and you. Um, and like I said, this was a heavy, thing to start off with. I realize that, and I'm gonna go lighter next time. I came out, pretty strong. I seen a few people put comedy in there. I'm gonna shoot for a comedy next time, and it'll be just a regular movie, so y'all don't have to go somewhere and carve out your whole weekend. um, yeah. So middle finger if you don't like it. Chocolate chip cookie is the emoji I picked, Tasha. So I give this 3 chocolate chip cookies. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna give it 3 chocolate chip cookies again. Boom, boom, boom. That's from me. Bam. All right. Well, I don't really have much else to say about it, except for it was really great that y'all came and hung out with me. I appreciate it so much. I'm gonna post, like I said, either tonight or in the morning or something. Your homework for this week. We'll talk about it next Saturday. Um, at 8 o'clock. Still, I'm gonna do it at 8 o'clock on a Saturday. I said earlier, in case you missed it. Um, why do you keep throwing tomatoes? West. I will send you a strongly worded fucking email in a minute here, West. All right. Okay. Anyway, I was saying that I might do like a midweek live, like a Wednesday type of thing, um, where I will talk about, I isolate and just talk about specific actors or directors, like, Will Smith Wednesday. I didn't mean that to, like a Will Smith, Jesus Christ. Uh, um, um, a Meryl Streep Wednesday. Meryl Streep, by the way, is my favorite actress of all time. Um, just so you know that. So if ever in your my chat and you bash Meryl Streep, whether you do it right now or you do it in the future, you will get timed out. Don't even come for Meryl. Not up in here. All right. Like I'm saying this in my most serious voice. I'm chill. I'm not loud. I'm coming at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real even keeled. Like I'm not. Like don't come for Meryl. Don't come for Meryl. All right. Don't. Hey, I will block your ass out my chat, West, and you'll be mad at me forever. You'll be my first official troll. Don't come. All right, y'all. It was fun. I really enjoyed. Hey, I don't know what's up with West. Me and this dude might fight. We can all get flued out to Cali. Until next time, peace.